No, I'm gonna say episode 283 or something. 263.
263. So Tuesday. Which one?
Nah, it's 290.
You don't know.
It's
None
two-
of you don't know. I thought I was bad, but I think I'm in the ballpark. And you're both outside. You lot on
No,
the
it's
other side of the
You
cage.
outside? How you got 8? How
Two-
eight
two-
from
which
outside the club?
It's either 288, 289, or 291, 288.
I think it's 288.
It's 289.
Fuck, he was right.
Yeah, it's close to the ballpark though.
He said 290 something before though.
We was
Yeah.
outside
I did
the
it.
club.
We're back, man.
Yeah.
Is everyone feeling
extended break?
Back. What amazing.
rested? Well rested. We've had some time off.
Nah, never were rested.
I've clocked. Time off isn't what time off used to be.
And you're leaving
just-
yours, all that.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just more time off means more time to do other things.
It low-key means you're spending more as well in a weird way.
Oh,
Spending
Let's
more,
not talk about
getting dragged around. Yeah, man. It's not time off anymore.
nah.
Now I understand why people travel by themselves.
My mum used to
Fully
do this,
get-
like we always used to ask, like, are you going anywhere? Or like Mondays for some weird reason. Mondays she never used to go nowhere. She's like, why? And then she's like, if I leave the house, like I'm just gonna spend bare money.
Yeah,
So she's like, she just doesn't go anywhere. on a
Allocate a
Monday.
day to just not spend.
Yeah.
No, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. The roads have been clear as well. The kids are set to go back to school, so
Mm.
people traffic's just about to increase, man. Yeah, man. Everything's turning to shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's sun's decided to disappear. for the
Nights
most
are
part.
closing in.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, Les mentioned it. It was on a kind of.
Don't fucking tell me you said like
No, it was
100
a-
days to Christmas.
No, it wasn't
no,
that
not
bad.
that-
But it
not
was.
that
It was
guy.
the. Anyone else thinking about putting the heating on that kind of?
Oh,
chat?
hey.
Bro, there was a young chill guy.
There was steam on
There
the
was a
window
chill.
when they woke up. There's condensation. I said the mold's about to come back. Everything, breathing difficulties. Yeah, man. So everything's good, man. It's been a good month. It's been a good
Welcome
month.
back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, how are we, man? We had I feel like it's been at least 3 weeks off.
Yeah,
I
at
think
the very
right?
least. Yeah.
The last one would have been prior to Cyprus
Which was me and you.
for the grand wedding.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
royal wedding.
The beginning of the wedding season.
Regal wedding. The wedding of the century. Wedding of the year.
Go on, keep going with the adjectives. Dan.
Millennium.
Millennium? I don't know. We'll have to see. That's all generational wealth in that. Who knows?
Nah, there was a lot of generational wealth in the
There was
building.
some wealth in the place.
Some elements of it. Nah, man, it was everything that it should have been
Yeah, good fun, man.
and more.
It was everything and more for me.
The worst thing about it all,
It
that
came
worst
to an
thing?
end.
Is that it was bare
it's
hot.
fleeting. You know what? The heat. I just said.
No,
yeah,
obviously,
we're here
yeah,
now.
you get
man.
along, but of all the
Do you
things
know
could
what?
pick from.
I was thinking the
speed
heat,
of it.
anticipating the heat, particularly me and Dan in the groomsmen three-piece suit.
3-piece suits. 40
On the
degree
day,
heat.
yeah?
Looking good though.
Not
Didn't
bad.
matter,
Not
man.
bad. I had my reservations. I was worried at first about could we pull it off?
What, just the wedding in general?
No decisions.
What do you mean?
Suits.
Oh,
color.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Yeah, I was concerned about the colour, even
The colour
after
was
it had been
nice,
chosen.
man.
It worked.
The colour
I was like,
nice.
I don't know.
Worked, man. That's why sometimes be led.
Who had the? I assume the groom had. The
Yeah,
colours
yeah.
on
You
the
know what he's like, man.
On colour, yeah, he
them man,
decided on colour
they're
from
They're not
early.
budging.
But then we had to find it, and I've got another suit that I bought that I can't return. Nothing like.
Just get your
in a-
credit
in a-
note.
in a
Yeah,
old
we're selling
stage,
credit
like-
notes. I've got some. I think there's a pair of shoes I didn't wear. So we're gonna have some next vouchers. Oh, we could give next vouchers out to the listeners.
Yeah, we got a mad giveaway coming.
Yeah,
up.
man.
Dan said it, man.
Yeah,
Hit him
yeah,
up.
Yeah, hit me up, man. On the socials, you can enter the raffle. one
I need
pound
mine.
entry. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna need mine. I'm not sharing.
Buy candles and that for the yard. But no, man. Great day. But yeah, the worst thing is, I've clocked this in life, man. Everything's fleeting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a damn shame.
Do you know what that trip? We're talking about.
Oh,
being
particularly for you, it would have been mad.
That was the most relaxed I've been.
Oh, is it?
Oh, relax. I thought he was gonna say.
To be fair.
you know when you're there for a short time, it can be more
Feels
condensed
like you're just
and
moving
crammed.
constantly.
It's funny, yeah. You think that, but actually, and I thought it was gonna be, oh, you're kind of in. You get a full day. Next day is the wedding. Then you're kind of out. It actually weren't that. I think what helps is waking up early.
Yeah.
Wake up early. Go down for breakfast. Then we sat by the beach for a bit.
Order your first bottle of rosé,
Bro.
by 10 a.m. Start
Go
the
to
day,
the
man.
pool.
No lacking.
Everyone starts coming downstairs slowly, and then you're just there all day. You go back about, I don't know, 4 or 5. Then you either get ready, have a little nap, get ready to go out.
Step
after.
out.
Yeah.
Like it was bare, like even like the wedding was fun. Even like the traveling in between the certain venues, which weren't a long distance, but even that was enjoyable. Chatting to people.
Yeah, I guess there's bare people because I guess we was on a coach, but it's different, isn't it? We've got it's not work, but we've got a job to do.
Yeah,
it's a bit different. But it must have been actually been just even the journey must have been decent.
Yeah, and it felt good not being
part of the official squad.
Yeah. Because like I said, last year, my brother's 2 weddings. That was, I imagine what you man went through. It's like long.
It's a different experience, completely different thing, innit?
Yeah, completely. Like you're always like, maybe it's just me, but you're always like switched on.
Just
you might what's happening.
You might have to deal with something that presents itself.
Is this go for you especially? Is this going how we thought it was gonna go, or like
Someone will ask you like a random question, like, "Is there a spare seat on table 26?"
You're supposed to know the answer as well. Like,
I don't know
what do I look like? But you gotta pretend that you know and all that stuff. So
yeah. But no, it was good, man. A good, fun 2 days.
It was better than I expected, which I think is difficult because I think I expected a lot. But
the whole experience, you're saying
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I went through all the emotions on the actual day.
Is it
confession? Man was saying, "Oh, you're gonna cry and like on your speech and all of that."
Yeah, and this is Richie's the best man. So yeah, usually the best man don't cry usually, but
no,
you lot are twins.
That didn't have. I was like, why would I? Like, I was saying to like, man, why would I?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why would you?
I don't like.
That's a mad question.
I'm emotional.
It's not your son, like.
But it's not. It's you know what I mean. It's not. It's not.
He's your flesh.
Giving your brother away.
Like tear up, yeah.
Nah. Like, I didn't tear up or anything. But there was a moment in
bro,
the
like
night,
you man, like you watch man grow up, and now he's like getting married. And
like, I'll be honest, I didn't. Like, I weren't there.
Like seeing him as a husband or anything like that. That didn't make me emotional. I had a moment. I don't know what time. It might have been like 10 p.m. on the night in the dance. A couple people saw me. Keep quiet. Remain quiet.
You'll buy your silence.
But.
With the cigar.
I got hit, man. I just got hit with too many emotions. Like, just, do you know what it was? It was more the whole event.
Yeah.
As opposed to, and I'm not taking anything away from Jamie.
Yeah.
And wife. Yeah. But it was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably a bit of drink as well. But I got smashed up with some emotions, man. And I had to take myself to the back. Like,
is it?
You see that little where the kids were?
I ain't gone that far.
Oh, yeah.
The kids were, I had to sit down and like.
You said the kids were saying it's going to be okay. Like.
In the ball pit. I'm in the ball pit. Like,
he's in the middle. They're like, Uncle, it's gonna be alright. Like,
nah, the whole thing, was sick. Just like what Les said about coming down in the morning, to see like all your favorite people, and I guess it's different now versus like say 5 years ago.
Yeah,
practically, or at least in Lourdes, aka the crash, what people were calling it. It's all the kids, and like, bro, I swear to God, that was bare live, like just coming down.
I was gonna say
that was fucking live for me.
For me, Mandem holiday is like the pinnacle of holidays. Like you're with your boys, you have zero responsibility, you're carefree, you could just be stupid. Like there's no rules.
Yeah.
I think the family holiday or the abroad wedding thing is like it's nearly equal. Like it's cold because there's just different elements of
variety.
That's variety. I think you could do the couples thing or the family thing, and then you can kind of split.
Yeah,
and then do the Mandem thing, or you can do both.
Bring it all together.
Bring it all together.
Do you know? It's probably a mad way to describe it. But it's a fucking buffet, like.
It's a people buffet.
It's a buffet, like I can get my little Mandem time. I can get my family. I can, or like say my mom or whatever. I can speak to the elders. I can chill with the kids.
That's the difference. It's like having like, or like being fortunate enough to have like parents there. With that's sick. One holiday with your parents and whatnot. Uncles, aunties, and then you got like the wider family, friends, and all that. That's sick.
That have been around for time as well.
Yeah, and then you've got your cousins, your best friends,
nieces, nephews,
like it's
youths.
Mad.
Like, bro, I was.
It's quite it's up there still.
Like after the wedding, after the all white brunch. So what? Maybe the Tuesday. I said to myself, I might have said it out loud. I might have told my girl. I was like, you know what? If I went today,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had a good one, man. Like,
You said you crashed on one of them Cypriot roads.
I wouldn't have been mad. Like I would have went.
Going to the
I
wall.
would have went to hell happy still.
Yeah.
Say go to hell.
I would have went straight to hell, but I would have with a smile on my face.
Nah, it was good fun, man. Again, congratulations to them too. Shout out to them.
God, it did.
Yeah, they did their thing, man.
Yeah, it's mad. Thinking like, because I've been to like close people of mine's weddings, but like not as close as this, whatever. And just seeing him with a ring now, yeah, it's bare funny. Like,
It's weird, isn't it?
it's like he's like an older now he's older than me.
Yeah. Like even like seeing like my brother, like,
Uh-huh.
he would just be chilling, and he like the left hand will go. He's like, oh,
Sorry, uncle.
this
Like,
is
Do you lot,
yeah.
do you lot think? I guess we have to get Jay on and ask him if there's been a change. But do you feel like it unlocks? You know, like a lot of men say, it wasn't until I met my wife and all. These big men say that. That like I unlocked something. Like I found the sixth gear.
Yeah.
I became serious about life. Do you lot think, from an outside perspective, there's something to it? Or maybe even as a dad, you could speak. Is there something that changes?
I'd say there is. You probably like appreciate your partner more. That's about like having a child. It's like bad things happen, whatever. So you are appreciative. I think the wife thing, you probably play up to your roles a bit more. Like you probably be like, let me be more of a good man. She's like, oh, let me be more of a good woman for however long that lasts. Hopefully
it's not
along each
a honeymoon
each
thing.
couple it lasts forever. Hopefully, but yeah, I think for a while, yeah, you're probably like, and I think Kat called me not too long ago, and I was like, oh, what's going on, man? Like, how's like married life? She's like, you know what? It's good, man. We've just been spending bare time together. Like, I was like, that's kind of nice. I'm not even a soppy guy. Like, I was like, that's decent, man. So yeah, hopefully everyone gets there if they're into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to see, man. It's good to see. But yeah, it's so funny seeing Jay, who known forever, with a wedding ring on. He just looks like he should be chilling with like my dad and the uncle.
Yeah. Different section, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to dress him differently now. Like you got to wait for him to finish the conversation.
Shake his hand. Yeah.
He's got to wear trousers everywhere.
Like, for no reason.
And a belt for no
Wallet
reason.
in the back pocket. Yeah. But no, it was good, man. But yeah, now there's like a lull, a gap. Everything's been ticked off, man, and we're just counting down to Christmas now.
Yeah, there's been a low for sure. I've been like,
how could that be?
Coming back, it was a low key depression. Like, I was like, this is fucked.
It's over. Everything
just done.
Everything we saved for and bought clothes for and hit our protein targets,
lost weight for.
Yeah. It's just gone like that, man. Which is why I do think that you should just always
be doing
these things, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we're not here for too long, man. So yeah, it should make it.
Yeah,
as
I think
fun as
definitely. I
possible.
think weddings probably more so bring out that make you think, kind of like, especially if it's like families, if it's a family wedding you're going to what Rich described, to see everyone together, your friends, your family, your partners are there. It's just like we got to keep enjoying. We're trying to have more of these moments that you have with your family and friends. They're definitely good moments.
That's good stuff, man. How have we been coping? What we've been doing to get by since the pinnacle, the peak of the year?
None. Like, I've been doing the opposite. So I've been going to the gym less. I've been eating more. Like, I've been.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Like a bit of a relapse, to be fair.
I've not been to the gym since before the day before Cyprus. I went to Cyprus, so that was Friday.
So you've had almost a month off. Like,
yeah. I need to go back though. But yeah, I've not been.
Do you miss it?
No,
Dan's talking
that is
not massively. But if you're not active enough, you're gonna need to go back. I'll need to be back very soon. But at the minute, I'm all right. I'm trying to balance it with diet and
fight it that way.
Yeah, have fun, but not too much fun.
Rich, what you been doing instead of holidaying? How you been coping and trying to keep your head above water, man?
Staying inside. It's one way. And I have been in the gym a little bit. Diet's kind of gone out the window. Like, man, as soon as we got back, I was like, we need a takeaway.
Oh, fair. No, takeaway. Yeah, I think the first 2-3 days, the fridge ain't really frigging.
The fridge ain't frigging, man.
More time.
So yeah, we smashed up a couple takeaways. Let it roll over as you do.
Ordering bare food.
Let it roll over, man.
2 turns to 5.
Breakfast and that.
And then trying to break into the gym routine.
Yeah.
So the reverse, and that's been kind of slow on and off. And now, as you lot would have been hearing for fucking almost coming up to a year now, I'm back to like housework and stuff. Like I can actually, because a lot of it was
designs.
due to balancing budgets, fam. Because the housework's not cheap.
Project manager, yeah.
So
saying the inflow is good now.
Well, there's some in
okay.
Less out.
A lot less out.
Diverted.
So yeah, just like drawing up plans, or not even drawing up, putting through, because the plans were already there. It was just like, I should probably save this.
Yeah.
What's the money allocated? I've ordered a new front door. Front doors are peas, boy.
That's bare funny. Like,
got a new front door.
Sounds joke.
I told you I broke the lock. I broke the lock.
Your key.
Got locked
Where'd
out
you go
and all
for a
that.
front door?
There's a place around the corner from me on the high street. I went online.
Front door shop.
It's called like a window center.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Chigwell window center.
Window
And you
center.
go in there. It's like the Matrix or something. You go in there. There's bare doors. You go through bare doors, fam. It's
Man's
mad.
in a labyrinth.
Fam. All the doors, and then man, I went in there before just to like get an indication of price. This is a while ago. This week, I did a couple of work from home days. My girl's gone in there, and they've obviously like they're trying to rizz her up. Like,
Why is
they're
everyone
like, and they're like, she's called me like to come down. I've showed up with the card, and then like I've just clocked that these men have been chatting her into bare things. She's like, you know what? We should get some bifold
Now
doors.
she's a door expert.
Yeah, she's selling it to you now.
And these men are low key laughing at me like
You've been done, yeah.
we've slapped your pockets.
yeah,
But
Just put your pin in here. Like.
these times they don't know I'm paying on the joint.
Nah.
Image. No, so yeah, that's like the biggest purchase this week. But there's just more things in the pipeline. But it's good because that was pissing me off as well.
Okay.
Particularly like even coming on the pod, it's like, bro, I haven't really got anything to report.
Yeah.
What's happening over there? But things the ball is
now for design diaries.
the ball's kind of rolling. So that's a good kind of feeling. Other than that, we're just back in the swing of work. My boss is away, so I'm the boss, and I'm just having to just do bullshit. But
acting up, as they say.
yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? But we move. Fuck, what was that, bro?
That was a
Dragonfly.
dragonfly of sorts.
Brother, that's like a bird.
That was mad. I'll be honest, if that came in here, I would have been.
I would have started.
I would have been so gone. So gone.
How's life treating you, Dan?
Not too bad. Been dodging my responsibilities at work, trying to stay low. Maybe just dodge a day in the office here or there, as you do,
They're important.
for no real reason, just because you can.
Mental health.
Yeah. I haven't been where I need to be. I'm going through something. I'm mourning. Mourning that my summer's over. But no, I've been okay. Back to playing football, which is good for like routine and staying fit. Chucking the gym days in around that. Eating fairly well as well. I'm pretending that there's a holiday on the horizon, but there's definitely not.
Stay ready so you don't have
Yeah.
to get
That's what Sharif says, man. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So it's been okay on that front. But yeah, I'm dying to just like book something or have some peak.
Any ideas?
Get them endorphins. Them. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy who just falls into the trap, because I've said to myself, now we're back. It's saving time, generational wealth.
Got load up.
However,
So we're back
if a
on
good deal comes up, I will put
out.
myself back in debt.
You're not nothing. No one got anything planned for the rest of the year. Trips.
No
Here we go.
airports.
Les is
Oh,
outside.
wait.
I'm going away.
Eesh.
I've booked Valencia in November.
Nice.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. But other than that, nothing else. We came back. I was like,
You saying itching?
fuck all this saving.
Yeah.
Forget
You
that.
need
Let's
this.
just book another holiday
Yeah.
and go away.
Mm-hmm.
But
city break kind of thing. 3-4 days.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too cold, and I don't think it is. I think it's like 19, 20
Oh, you take that.
in November.
Delightful.
Hopefully it's like Lisbon last year, which was surprisingly hot for most of the time we were there. But yeah, I think, and to what I said before, like just trying to take more trips, definitely do more trips because, as we always say, ain't nothing popping off over here.
Nah, there's nothing here. It will still be here when you get back.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So
you might as well go.
yeah,
abroad.
trip to Valencia in November.
Decent, man. I took a trip on Monday. It was like something that was in the diary as well. We're looking forward to. We went to Carnival. Notting Hill Carnival. That was decent, man. Again, that was like one of the first times I think a few of us linked up post holiday.
Yeah.
So like there was that little bit of glee and excitement. Like the gang's back together. And yeah, it was good, man. It's a good day. The weather held out. Didn't like rain, which was the main thing for me.
The day before was horrible, and the Saturday?
couple downpours had me feeling like
wasn't looking good.
I could stay inside. But no, all in all, another decent day out. You're just walking around, just seeing the sights. I feel like it is closing a bit too early though.
What time did it close? I actually
7 this year.
I see
7.
Yarka.
I was gonna say,
he was like, I was home by 9.
Yeah. We were tucked up.
Because that's why I wasn't on it more than anything. Brother, we left at like 8 maybe last time, but I got in at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, I would love to, but I just can't. I can't do that. But he said he got home quickly. Like,
yeah, we did kind of like a grown carnival this year.
He said the same thing to me. He said, Mandem have learned.
It was like a bit organised. But like we weren't doing too much. Weren't too taxing. And then, yeah, like by the time I think I asked, like there was a Fed. I was like, "What time is it closed?" They're like 7. I was like, "We got 10 minutes, boys." Just head to the station. So we walked to the station. Yeah, it was all like.
So got in the station quickly.
We
Didn't have to walk
Paddington.
to. Okay, fair. That's not too bad.
And I don't feel it was as packed this year. I'm not sure. Maybe it's last year was the first one post COVID. So everyone was bang on it. But yeah, it was good, man. I'll continue to go. But yeah, I feel like. Is it being sanitized or I'm not sure.
What's it lost?
Because last year was your first year, or you've been?
Been, but that was like 2 years before, innit?
Prior COVID,
before
COVID,
it's not. I think it was kind of civilized. It might have been a bit too civilized.
That's kind of like a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah, or like when I say civilized, it was like London crowds at concerts. Like, yo, what up, London?
Oh,
come on, like let's do it. And then stiff Londoners are just staring at the performer.
Okay,
bit scripted.
What you do, like
versus even the year before.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, and that's bad. It is, isn't it?
It's
really?
just less of
the essence.
It's that's what vibe. I do think that as well. The sounds, they're like moving through music too quickly, so like you're not really getting the full squeeze of the tune and whatnot. But no, all in all, it's a decent day.
So how does Carnival? I've never been.
Never.
No, I've never been.
Ever.
The amount of the people in the crowds gives me anxiety. It's nuts.
There's a lot of people.
It gets a bit squashy at times.
But so you got the main procession or whatever they call it.
All the floats and whatnot.
Yeah, that's on.
Did you not see the floats?
The main road.
Yeah, we see the floats. Yeah,
you were early, innit? I didn't see no floats the year
roads,
before.
like,
and then you got like side roads.
Yeah, so on the
that
side
have
roads,
the different sounds.
You got sounds. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
And food stalls.
And food. Food is
people
everywhere, really.
Selling weed and all that stuff. And houses, balloons this year now. Well, not this year, but balloons are now a mainstay of the culture as well.
People still giving up their toilets, selling their
toilets. This year I think I saw
toilets.
I think the most expensive one I saw was £10 to use the toilet.
It's Portaloos, obviously.
They might have had
Portaloos. Oh my god.
They might have had Aesop. Is it Aesop? The hand soap and all that. The top back. They might have had that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm paying attention to use the toilet, I'm going ham.
I know. What you say? Your legs are getting pins and needles.
I'm getting naked for starting.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Yeah. If they're not knocking the door,
bro,
you're not doing it
I'm
properly.
chilling, fam.
Come on, man.
Might take a shower in there. Freshen up.
But yeah, people still offering their houses. It's just like a London, or that part of London is just like a bit weirder.
Yeah.
And I like that, man.
I think it's cool.
A little bit off kilter, man. It's good.
It's a good day. It's just different, isn't it?
Very, very different, man. But some people are saying they might go Sundays next year.
Boy, we are getting there, innit?
Yeah, we're approaching, man. Withered.
But I heard Sundays are getting a bit hype.
A little, yeah, because they're saying, family day, but then supposedly a lot of there's more women on that day, I think. Because they feel like it's less
predatory.
Yeah. Less testosterone flying around. And thankfully, we didn't see anything crazy, which is good, man.
Yeah,
Because you see all the reports of the little heathens running around trying to be
on
He-Man
badness.
and trying to be acting like Sir Lancelot. But yeah, we didn't see any of that, which is good, man. And yeah, long may it continue, man. Just go there, have a good time, shake a leg,
nice.
go home. But yeah, that was it, man. That was my last holiday for the year to Shepherd Bush, Westbourne Park. Yeah, beautiful. Whilst we were away, did you see the well-travelled American Noah Lyles? He was throwing shade at the NBA and the world champion title, which is given to people who win the
NBA championship or NFL championship.
Does he have a point? World Series in baseball, all that stuff.
He is 100% correct. I
Yeah.
feel like, particularly with the baseball, for whatever reason, I feel like I've been saying this personally myself for years. Hey, you can't. Can you call yourself champions of the world if you don't compete with the world?
We wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't. No.
Their definition, or no, their the rationale behind it is that the NBA and probably the MLB as well is that all the best players from around the world come to the NBA to play.
Yes, I heard them
So
talk
you're
about this on,
competing
Brilliant Idiots.
somewhat against some of the best in the. I think it's a third of the league is. Someone said this, that I don't even know if it's true, but third of the league apparently, or a fraction of the league is non-Americans. I understand the point, but I don't. That's not how it works.
Here's, in my opinion, where, at least as far as basketball is concerned, it probably applies to the others. When it's the Olympics and Americans have effectively an all-star team, they have the best players throughout the entire NBA, they put them all together in one US team. They don't always win.
No.
I feel like Spain have slapped them bare times, among other nations. I don't know what it's been. I haven't checked recently, to be fair. But if you don't win when you're competing against the world, you're not the world champions, are you?
Yeah.
No. It's I've seen a few podcasts this week, and like Americans have
Defending it, innit?
Yeah, weirdly not agreed with what he said. So they've said, that point of it's the world's best players playing in this league. So we should be able to call it the World Champions, but that doesn't work like that. So the Premier League effectively should be called the World Football, the World Cup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like
The World League.
Man City are the world champions of the Premier League. Like.
Yeah, it
So then,
doesn't make
what
sense.
do they say the same thing in the Italian league?
Snooker, where does it stop? I think it's ridiculous, and again, it's just another example of the USA and their self-importance.
Yeah, it's
that part I get, but I also think there has to be a point, I like to think, where logic actually kicks in, because what you're saying doesn't actually make sense.
It's not the world.
This is like the Premier League, one league is an example. Football actually is an example of why what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if you think it's the best in the world.
No,
the best league in the world. If the world isn't invited, you can't call yourself a world champion.
And it being the world champion, if anything, it's the world title. It's not about the quality of it.
It's not.
It's about the invitation and who's allowed to play, I believe.
Yeah.
The World Cup. Like, for instance, like everyone, like, I don't think the quality of the players makes it worthy of having the world title for me.
No, it's as you say, it's the invite, it's the inclusion.
Yeah.
And I also think America being America and having this almost like self-fulfilling belief that we are the best or they are the best plays a big part into this.
The NFL's
that's one of the, like, in my opinion, the beautiful things about a world competition or the Olympics or the World Cup or what other world event is there? I feel like the Olympics and the World Cup are the biggest. You see some of the best teams lose to inferior teams.
Yeah.
Like,
we saw it at the Women's World Cup. Yeah, some of the more like established women's teams struggled and got beat by
and
minnows, if you like.
If you don't have that opportunity, regardless of rank or anything like that, if you don't have that opportunity, you can't say you're the best in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's silly. I think this is a prime case of getting the message confused with messenger. He's like a bit of a neek.
Yeah.
He's a little bit cocky, a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
He's been attacked, isn't it?
Yeah. some groupthink thing.
We had Drake. This story was brought to my attention via Drake.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What did Drake say now?
He was like, "This is something you say when you look at you practice at home or you look in the mirror and sounds like something along the lines."
He thought his speech was going to be so hard in the mirror the night before. Now the whole league doesn't rate you.
I think.
Why does he care about the league?
It's interesting that Drake says that as a
Canadian.
I'm going to say American artist. He is Canadian for sure, but he's battered the American market.
Yeah. The world.
I mean, Canada's North American, whatever. I'm going to say he's an American artist. He's a man that has gathered so much fame, attention by appealing to non-Americans.
To the world,
More so than, I want to say more than practically any other artist I can think of. So it's like, it's weird that it comes from him. That statement comes from him. Unless he's trying to not like have the secret get out there kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, they got me.
Yeah, like
Drake is the world champion. Like.
He's
Maybe that's what it is.
It's come from the world champion.
Yeah.
To a man who is he's battering bare other leagues.
That's why when he I understand the NBA players coming out and saying that for obvious reason, but when he said it, it was a bit like you said, group thing. It's wait a minute, for you to say this doesn't actually make sense. Like why are you?
He doesn't.
I get your tweets like funny and you're the guy and whatever.
The audacity,
but that doesn't actually make any sense coming from you.
He doesn't want his cover blown.
Yeah, you're also not American.
Yeah. But he's got all his basketball friends and that. And
I think that's where that tweet comes from. So I was like, yeah. And then Stephen A. Smith was on First Take.
What's he said?
Again, saying a lot of nothing, just shouting about some stuff. But he was saying that, again, the same thing. The best in the world compete in the NBA. So you compete against the best in the, like... But the name of the league is National.
National, yeah. That gives it
Basketball Association.
Yeah.
Like national.
Yeah, it should be the W, not the World Basketball Association, if not,
Like,
it's a mess.
It doesn't, and then the fact that you have an international team suggests that what the level you play at, or these players you play at, is or the league you play in is a national league.
It's bound by
because then there's an international competition that you play in where you compete against the rest of the world. So when you win that, what are you then?
Universe,
intergalactic,
intergalactic champions. Yeah, it's silly, man, and I can't believe it ran this long, and I couldn't believe everyone weren't on the same page.
Yeah, it's the defending of it it's illogical.
Yeah, it's patriotism.
I've seen Dan, do you know old school NBA coach Greg Popovich?
Yeah.
He come out. I think he said it. He said it years ago. I think saying that I don't get why we call ourselves the world champions when we don't compete against the rest of the world. So there are some people who have come out and agreed with him, but for the most part, everyone's just like,
isn't it a no-brainer though that like if this is the impetus that they should try and figure out some fucking Champions League kind of system
and get everyone involved.
Like, it's a no-brainer. And if you're just battering it, then at least you can kind of say it with a bit more confidence.
Yeah. There's get the Spanish teams involved and the Bulgarians and the Turks and yeah.
It's funny, people from the NFL get very quiet on this one because for them it's even worse because they're literally the only country that plays the sport.
Yeah.
But they are, when they win the Super Bowl, they're classed as world champions. When
so funny,
the sport is played in one country.
Funny. Ridiculous. Shout out to Noah Lyles, man. I think this is a case of your face doesn't fit, man. They just don't like you.
Also, the way he said it was corny.
It was little giggle.
Yeah,
but that's that
world champions,
isn't it?
So, all right.
He was doing like a little bit.
Yeah.
A little stand up.
He's doing a young skit.
Feeling himself. I get it, man. I had just a random topic. Vibe killers.
Vibe killer.
Yeah. Not vibes cartel. It's vibe properly. Have you ever been at an event? Yeah. Things are just going well. You're chilling. You're chatting, and you're laughing, drinking. You might get a little bit of food. Let's say like a house party or something, or a birthday party, christening, and then your girlfriend, or when you're younger, it'd be your parents say, "It's time to go."
Oh, the worst.
I think as a kid, it's horrible. Yeah, like you might even, and I see our family do it. Jamie's son. Please give me like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, please. And I get that. I was him. I love that.
Yeah.
But when you're an adult, and it's your girlfriend, and she says, they change it. It's not, it's time to go. They say, are you ready to go yet?
Are we going?
Because now it's on you.
Yeah, but if I wanted to go, I would have come to
I
you
would've
and said, "Are you ready to
I
get
would've-
my shoes on?" Yeah. I would have been in the car. We would have been on the whatever road. I think, in that situation, like your girlfriend's your biggest hater
Fucking hell.
That one's Civil War, you know.
ever.
Oh, I just want to play on a bouncy castle. Like,
Yeah.
Leave
Like
me alone.
we're into like conversation like 6 now.
Building.
It's flowing. It's just been leveled. The new topic.
Yeah.
And then you might get, are you ready to go yet? I
I'm not ready.
wish that could be erased from all life. As for kids, I want the kids to stay and play on the bounce castle
Forever party.
And as an adult, I just want to be there forever.
Just chilling.
Till I want to go.
Big vibe killer.
Yeah.
Big vibe.
You ever
killer.
experienced this?
Absolutely.
Have you ever said no?
I've-
Go alone.
Yeah, you go
That's
home.
brave. Yeah. That's a
I've
brave.
said, I've said, like, I'm not ready yet. And then, but this is the problem, innit?
How does that
This is what
go?
happens
How is
often
that
with
received?
women?
He
Yeah.
goes home. Like,
Is that there's a vibe
Yeah.
killer regardless. In that this is the ultimate lose-lose situation.
You're not talking how you used to. You're not in the conversation how you once were.
No,
after she come
like
over.
I've seen I've never actually done this. Or maybe I have. If I have, I don't recall. I've seen man drop the girl home, come back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for the most part, it looks like it keeps cracking. Doesn't look too bad. Obviously, you've dropped out of the conversation.
he's putting on a brave front now. Because in his head, he probably leaves like half an hour later.
Oh, I've got something at home. Yeah. Gotta go back.
I fell asleep.
I've definitely said I'm not ready yet. Or it's like half hour.
I think it's fair to give that response, because if you ask me, I'll tell you.
I can give you an answer. You don't have to like.
Let's.
now.
I'll say, let's leave at past. Like give. Like I think you can't take the piss and be there for
But you
another.
want to stay there though.
For this is the thing.
I
But then I think you got a reason. So it's say, let's
do that better though, man.
What's that?
It's even 45 minutes
Well,
or
not
half an
fair.
hour.
I do it.
By the time.
I'm either really good at it or really bad at it. So like if I say, it probably happened on when we were away a lot. I'm not with the missus for whatever reason. She's texting me like, oh, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll be there in 5. I'll either be there in 5 or I'll be there in like 45.
Fam,
Like
I'm
there's
there.
I'm not good at the middle ground there.
I'm not sure I've ever made the 5-minute one.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Word of
Give
advice.
yourself 5 minutes.
Always give yourself
Ridiculous.
Extra. No, but even
20
then,
to half an hour.
To get to your transportation is 5 minutes.
lift might take. Yeah. Yeah, man. I just wish that could be erased from all relationships. I've seen man like go. I've seen man say they're ready to go, but they're not. That one's bad.
That's because you're lying.
That if you ask me, are you ready to go? I'll always say no.
Yeah, just I think be honest, because the person's asked you. It's an open question.
Yeah.
So I can say no, not right now,
yeah.
but we can leave in 45 minutes or 5 minutes. Or if the answer is no, you need to ask another question, because then we can.
Yeah. We can work something out
You
here.
can't ask. Your answer can't. I mean, you answer if that question is, "Are you ready?" and you say no. Now we're fucked.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
problem. There's a problem.
Someone's got to ask a better question.
Sometimes I ask back, "Are you ready?" But I know I don't.
Obviously, she's ready.
But I'm just literally trying to buy an extra minute of this perfect, harmonious situation. Just
keep asking each other questions.
Yeah.
45 minutes later.
And I think another element of this is like if you pick a man up or you're his lift, and he says, "Are you ready to go?" See that? Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
the
need
worst.
you, and there's a guy that does a few skits. It's been posted in the group a few times. I'll find his name.
Okay.
And he does it. It's like where your boy's ready to go and leave the mosh or whatever. But you're not.
Yeah.
I think if you are the
Driver.
passenger,
You got bust up.
find your own
Yeah,
way
yeah,
home.
yeah.
If
Grown
you're trying
man.
to- yeah. If you're trying to
What's up,
stay
what's
out,
up,
that's
what's up?
crazy. You can't have.
Grown working man.
You can't have man like.
It was
going to bed
expensive.
an hour later.
Uber's
You can
expensive.
pull your way home,
Because it's your
brother.
lift. No, you got to find somebody else.
Yeah, I try and avoid. Yeah, find someone else or just avoid that situation if you can. But yeah, I try and avoid it if I can.
Yeah, I say a lesson I've learned is that if you want to be the person who says that, right, I'm going to be here on time, and you want to be you actually want to be there, then you have to be in control of something.
Okay.
You need to be the driver.
You need to. Yeah.
You say, right, I'm going to be. I'm going to be back by 1. It's 1 o'clock.
You're
bro.
driving,
Or,
yeah,
or
yeah,
we
yeah.
leave at 12:30. It's 12:30. It's time to go.
Yeah.
There's no wiggle room. For
No,
whoever came with you
no
or
longer
whatever.
buys and.
No, wrap it up, man. Wrap it
Have
up.
you not ever been the person to say, "Oh, like, can we go? Like, are you ready to go?"
Saying, can we go?
I couldn't imagine saying
Not
to
our
like I
mum,
could
bro.
be at the worst motive in the
Swear.
world, and my girl's taking me. Say it's her friends.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It could be the biggest piece of shit motion, and I swear to God, I won't say, "Can we go?"
No,
Are you ready to go?
I've run that a few times.
Affirm it, man.
We didn't. One of the reasons, Bill, me and Dan both had a wedding last week, isn't it?
Yes,
It's already
yes.
recorded. I'm at this wedding, and it's a long day. It must have got to it must be about 3-4 p.m.
What? Oh, PM.
in the wedding.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
AM, no. But the wedding, it's supposed to be like a hard shot at 12.
Okay,
in this
cool.
place. But me and next brother, he's our girls are friends. I'm like, can you see it going?
Yeah.
Vibe killer.
Oh,
Like, it wasn't dead,
But it couldn't get to 12.
It dipped, and we're thinking, boy, has this got the legs?
Oh, it's like
Go
4 o'clock and it's like
PM.
They
And
might get money back.
There was a lull, like, and it was like, can you see this going on?
a low how, fam?
A wedding. Yeah.
I don't even remember why. It picked back up, and it was calm. We ended up staying to the end or whatever. But why did I say that?
Sorry, sometimes it's also that. I want to see where this goes.
Oh, just curiosity.
Because it might be, because sometimes you go out and there's like a live period, then it's a bit, not dead, but it's like chill.
Just churning by.
But then you're
yeah,
thinking, nah, man, let's get back to
the
lit
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So then you think, let me just stay.
You might never get back to the lit bit.
Yeah.
But we kind of had that discussion. Me and
Okay.
the brother.
Okay, cool.
But nobody
You didn't
vocalized
voice-
outside of
yeah.
that.
See, yeah. You just
Nah,
gotta
see,
hold
nah.
that, young man.
I've definitely asked. No, I've said, when should we go, or when are you ready?
said,
When should we go? When
now?
should we go? Is fair loaded. It's basically that. Let's go.
Get me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I genuinely ask the question, you could say in an hour, whatever, but it's usually when you've been somewhere for a long time. So then it's like, we can't do this for like another 4 hours. Because sometimes the people you're with, they're cool to chill here till it starts getting
Till
bright
tomorrow.
again.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Do you know what it is though, Dan? As well, like you said, you've ever asked a question.
Yeah, never.
I think it's the element of reading the room. Like, if I can see that you're kind of checking out, then it's fine for me to ask the question.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
to
yeah.
suggest it.
Yeah.
But if you're having the time of your life, then it's fucked.
But this is what I've seen though. I've seen
The reverse.
the reverse. They don't care if you're having. You could be
I'm
having
tired.
the maddest blackjack game. Like you're playing your cousin, you're in the final. She'll come over and say,
Let's go. Like,
"What's the
Bring it
time
air,
to
like-
go?" Yeah. I've got work in the. Da. Come on, man.
then
your
it's
whole mojo.
time to go. It's mad.
Nah, I see all that.
But
Rolling around. on the
I've
floor.
seen. So once it went like a double date out for dinner, and like it was chilling, vibing, chatting to these people. Everything's like blessed. Like I'm just cool, chilling. Everyone's chilling, having a good time. And then the other couple, the guy was like drinking, not like heavily, but having his beer, whatever, drinking,
Yeah.
whatever. So, but we was there for a while. And then his partner was like, "Oh no," I was like, "Oh, do you want like another drink?" Because he's in his vibe.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
chilling.
let's
It's
keep
like,
this going.
Like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, do you want another beer?" She was like, "I'm gonna say no because we've
Like,
got."
see all this.
I kind of respect it. She owned that. Though.
That's
She was like, "I'm gonna say no for him."
See now, yeah, me and her can't get along. Like,
She's a vibe killer.
absolute
I was
mood
like,
mover. Yeah,
I was like, "What's the?" I was like, "What's the?" I was like, "Not even
And
like
check
one." She was like, "No,
He-
he
he might want. He
wants to drink.
He wants to drink, but he's not allowed because of another person.
Say, yeah.
That's mental.
Do you know what the telltale sign is usually when it's drinks? If a man says, and I'll just again read in the room, man says, yeah, I'll have a half.
A half.
He's back
A
in his
half.
bags.
Yeah, a half is like, I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 1 foot out in it when the half comes.
He's basically done, man. Basically done. But yeah, shout out to Mood Hoovers, man. I'm glad to to know that.
What do you call it, mood hoover?
Mood Hoover.
Hoovers.
Yeah, yeah. Just take them with the whole mood. But yeah, shout out to them, man. I just think we should all just be a bit more aware, read the room.
I think it's definitely a level of
and
that.
I preach independence as well. Like if I need to go home and sleep, guess where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna find the means to go home, and then you can carry on enjoying your night. But yeah, shout out to parents killing it for kids. It's
For
time
years.
to go forever. Like, no, I want to stay with my cousins. Like, no, you gotta go.
That's gonna be you, Dad.
Kicking and
It's gonna be
screaming.
you, bro. Got school in the
Yeah,
morning,
it's
fam.
tough, man. It's
Don't
tough.
get 'em
It's
out.
tough. It's tough. But yeah, shout out to the mood hoovers all around the world. We're speaking about lifts and like a man saying, "Oh, can I have a lift? Can I jump in with you?" Yada yada yada. Favors, favors for friends. Yeah.
Favours.
Speak about it.
When is it? When is enough enough? When is too much?
You're probably asking the wrong person, man.
Oh, because what are you the favourer or the favouree? I don't know which one's the.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like confused. Like, I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
Let's establish which one's which first.
I guess I assume you said
Favourer?
favoree is the person that
The
asks.
recipient of the favor. Favoree is the recipient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the employee, you work for boss. Okay, so I feel like I'm often the favorer.
Favourite.
Yeah, I think almost exclusively. Like I don't. I've clocked it. I was thinking about this morning. Like,
default.
I was like, I need to be better at asking people for things. I don't like it.
Start
So
cashing
I'm a
in, man.
favourer.
Yeah.
Definitely a favorer.
Start cashing in on all that, man. What's the worst favour, bar money, you've been asked for, or the most like taxing, or one that's the most inconvenient favour you've had to give for someone that's put you out the most?
I had one recently.
Recent
Yeah.
favours at these ages are still running. Yeah.
This is a different kind of favor though. So
Okay.
it's a different kind of favor. I'll tell you.
Couldn't say no.
I'm thinking, do I say it? Oh, I'll say it. So I was telling you this wedding, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I feel like it's probably been mentioned on pod before. I've got a lot of camera equipment, and do wedding videography.
If you're listening.
Yeah. We need to bring that money back.
But I was asked at this wedding as a favor to take photos.
But you're a guest, yeah,
I'm a guest.
Ooh.
and it's not your friend as such.
It's not my friend.
It's via
No relation.
I
connection.
say
It's
I
via
was asked.
It's via Miss Richie.
Via Miss Richie.
Yeah, that's a
I say I was asked. I wasn't really asked.
Told.
I was. I was. You know,
Yeah. You're bringing your equipment.
but that I don't think people realize sometimes, particularly that it's actually a fucking massive favor.
For a wedding as well. It's
For
not
people,
like
for people I don't know very well.
So you were asked, you were invited, to the wedding, obviously as a guest. And
They were doing it on a budget. It wasn't a problem to do.
that's
to be
fine.
fair.
And then the favor was asked, or the favor was asked in with the invitation.
you can come
Favor
as a
was asked
photographer.
The favor was asked, I guess, in. I don't know which came first, to be honest.
The chicken or the egg, boy.
It was asked. It was asked because they were trying
You
to do
film at
certain
my
things on the
wedding.
budget
Oh
or
yeah, you
whatever.
can also. You're also invited.
No, I was invited. I was definitely invited, but
Because now
Yeah,
you
I
got to
don't
wear
know.
different garms. You can't wear
I had
guest
to bring
garms.
2 outfits.
No.
I've got my suit, but it was for half the wedding. It was just for the ceremony.
I feel like photographers always wear like a certain garms. Like I can see it in my head.
Go on. What did you see?
Black
Like,
shirt.
like sometimes it's like a black shirt. Sometimes it's like a what's the material, man? I think the phrase is like buccal.
I don't know what buccal is.
But it's like you can kind of, it's like a textured suit kind of thing with a waistcoat.
No, never a waistcoat.
And then they got
I
the
hate
like,
waistcoats. You're like a magician.
bare straps and that.
No, I went in like a black
How'd you spell
t-shirt.
it?
Boucle.
I need to see what it looks like.
I think it's buccal, but I can't put my finger on it.
Like that.
Kind of, no, not exactly check. Yeah, it's like the material.
Oh, it's gone now.
what is it like? No, it's not a print, but it's a
It's a texture.
It's a texture.
Kinda. Yeah. I've seen some,
I wasn't wearing that though.
but yeah.
I just wear like I wear trousers, black crep, and a black t-shirt because you need to because you'll be down on your knees. You need to be mobile and shit. Anyway, I did it, but prior to it, the wedding was up north. Me and the missus going at it. Like, I'm like, you don't realize how big a ass this is.
Yeah.
Like, I've accepted. I'm gonna do it, but you need to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one
Get
of those.
some
I'll do
consent,
it, but
bro.
I'm gonna moan, guys.
It's not even I'm gonna moan. I don't mind doing it.
But just
I
understand.
want you to understand because I don't think
yeah.
you've really thought about it that much.
It's not just pointing
It's
and
like
shoot.
it's an FYI, innit?
Yeah, it's like
With some aggression.
I have to tell you this. I have to like it would be wrong if I just like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
because you'll do it again.
Like, I have to
And
tell you
then-
this.
Wedding guy, yeah.
Then I was like, like this ceremony, we're not gonna see each other. Like we're not because people just don't.
Yeah,
if you're
what
not
you had
doing it,
pictured in your mind.
it's gonna
of
be
this-
very
this great
different
wedding.
from what. And then I'm having to like direct.
You might as well
people.
go on your own.
Yeah.
Like, low key.
I might blank
you
you.
end up holding like kind of holding my bag and stuff. Like
Assistant.
so, but it was fine. Well, it's a high pressure situation as well, and I don't think people realize it's their wedding, it's their big day. Like whether you said it's a favor or not, you want a good job.
And then you're gonna have to be. You can't just be on a lazy like one hand just
Like you have to kind of
from your seat, like just be like, yo, yeah, look.
Set it up on a tripod. Like,
That's
so
not.
comes here. Everyone's like,
Everyone
yeah,
just look past it.
yeah.
That's not going to do it. So I didn't even bring my tripod, but I think I did a lot and stuff like that. But that was a big.
That's a big ask.
It's a big ask.
I'd actually be chewing off that. I'll be honest.
It was a big ask. It was a big ask. I didn't mind it, and it was part of the thing for me is like if I'm going to do it, I want to do it kind of properly. So I was like, oh, I'll bring my camera to the after bit as well. I said, no, man, I'm not doing that.
Don't
No,
Stretch
breaking
yourself
your back.
back.
Let me
Yeah,
like, relax.
Yeah,
a bit.
favor where you're Xing yourself is hard.
When you say when you exercise, when you
Like
go
it's not
beyond-
like a yo, bro. Bring me
It
a spare
requires
pair of
something.
shorts to the gym.
yeah.
Like you're going in that drawer anyway. It weighs.
yeah.
or a lift. It's
It
like
weighs
I'm
50
going
grams.
to the thing.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
there anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, when you're like, oh, now I'm tired, like, or I have to. You're doing extra. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's
Are
tough.
you lot favourees or favourers typically?
I'm a favorer.
Yeah.
heavy.
I think we're all favourers.
Yeah.
Heavy
I'm
on the
a-
favorer. Yeah,
On the
yeah.
raw. Yeah, I'm definitely a favourer. But I've tried to limit that or reduce it somehow. I don't know how I do it or I've done it.
It's a boundaries thing, really.
But
Isn't it?
a
I
little
think
bit-
distance
a
plays
little
a
bit
part
of
as well,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
See if you're not around as much, yeah,
Man won't ask
you're
you.
not front of mind, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why I've chosen to. So I mean,
I ain't seen you man for a minute. Yeah.
It's all starting to make sense now. Yeah, I think for anyone, if you need something being done or need something from me, whatever, I think it's always, or now I've learned, do what you can that won't X you.
Within reason, kind of.
Within reason. Because I think, and it tends to be financial, whatever implications,
Yeah.
tend to be the one that most people would need a favor for. So when that favor's asked, it's now I'm at the point of if I do it, I'm just gonna be like I'm gonna have to ask you for a favor or someone else for a favor. So there's no point in me Xing myself. I'm super sorry, but I just can't do it for you.
Yeah.
And favors are a question almost.
As you said, yeah.
Can
earlier,
you-
it's
Can
open
say no.
ended, isn't it?
And I'm sorry, I can't. If you feel a way about it after or our relationship after, then it weren't a proper thing.
But yeah, to
to
check it
begin
the
with.
way, yeah, the same way that you're asking me and your situation has led to you needing to ask.
Yeah.
I'm in that same place. So yeah, you can't be mad at me for not
If you say no,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but people
yeah.
will. I think.
selfish.
We said we're
people.
all favourers. What was the last favour? I guess I've given mine. Well, no. Better still, not was the
remember.
last favour you've given. What was the last favour you asked for?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, for me now it's changed. Childcare thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
different.
But mine's like, I'm a mess. That's the first thing. I will have something like I'll be trying to juggle bare things. So like my girl might be going out or she might be at a work event, in this evening, whatever. I've got football, social football, not even like a football team or like no money, like social football. Say
Don't have to.
don't have to go.
Yeah.
I'll notice like the week before. I'll get to like Tuesday, Wednesday morning, but she thinks you're doing
You're
your
nothing.
daddy daycare, like it's calm, you're taking care of everything. get to Tuesday, Wednesday morning, hit my parents up like, I beg, man. I beg. Are you around? They're always
Check
around.
it.
Yeah. They're always around. Gladly do it. Like for that, like that's probably the most
your
common
best and biggest-
favour now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even really a lifts man. Like there was a few times like when I had like my crap car or crap cars. Sometimes they might just be in the garage or just mash up, or I might not have P to like
Oh, you mean
insure it or
asking for it?
something.
Yeah.
Asking for a lift.
Asking for a lift.
Okay, yeah.
Or a man might be going gym. Yeah, I'll walk to the gym. Half an hour, like,
Just because, like,
because I don't want to ask them nothing. Like, or like, yeah, I could be going with the same people or whatever, or someone might be driving past me.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll catch me at the gym, like on my own.
I'll be there at some point.
Self-sufficient. Yeah. You'll see me like you might be leaving. I might just be arriving sweaty. But yeah, man, I'm not the biggest favour guy, man,
yeah, I don't
at all.
I don't like it.
I can't remember the last favour I've asked that was like, I guess, significant or a big thing. I can't even remember the last favour
Fam.
I've done.
feel
Alright,
like-
talking about inconvenient ones, yeah. I've had to drive to Dagenham for a man.
I know who the man is
to
already.
get his
Don't
car
even
back.
say
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh, I've done the driving thing, but it's like years ago now.
I feel like they should, like,
But
the driving
it's
thing for
just-
whatever reason should be behind us.
Oh,
For the
what,
most part, I feel
what,
like
to
that's,
get a man's car and that, or
I don't know.
impounded?
I don't know if it's more of a stage where like less man drive or something. I feel like there's like a period, like let's say between like 18 and like 26, where that happens more for some reason.
Yeah. No, but that wasn't to get or purchase a car. It was my car's been taken here by the authorities
Oh, them ones.
off ends. Help me out. And obviously, I'll always help.
For the most part, I feel like if man can help, I'll help.
Yeah.
The last favor I think I asked for was I think I asked you, Dan. This sounds mad. I've definitely asked for bare favors in between this, but this is the one that stands out. But do you know what? It stands out because you delivered.
Come on, man. Delivery, man.
It was in COVID. I asked you to pick up some medication or something.
Oh, yeah.
And you came with Dan's a guy. He's a guy.
Come on, man.
He came with
Service industry.
a strawberry cheesecake Haagen-Dazs, and I swear to God, yeah, I was over the moon. I was bare happy,
man.
More than the medication.
bare happy. I don't even remember what the medication was, but I'll never forget that strawberry cheesecake. But
These little
That
I've
wasn't
definitely
the
asked for favors in between them. But I feel like that's the last time like I
Asked.
actually asked. And do you know what it is? I don't like asking.
Oh, hey, there's
I
another
remember
one
it.
I delivered, Rich.
What? That you asked me?
Microsoft Excel.
For me? Oh, for the missus.
Yeah,
you did
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Guymanship.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I owe you.
But I'm on all that stuff. Like I'm on because you're not really you're a once every like 6 years guy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. What was it for? Some kind of formula or something?
There were like tasks that needed to be performed on that
Yeah,
Excel
we actually
thing.
made some money off of that. So
There we go,
yeah,
man.
you know.
yeah. It was new door and all
Jew,
that.
yeah.
That's how he's getting
Let me get a
Thanks
cut,
for the
man.
door, Dan.
But yeah, man. Shout out to all your favorite friends, man. Shout out to people who are in debt probably with the favors thing. Because it's not usually 50-50 in it.
It can't be. I don't think. I mean, it could
No.
be, but it won't be.
Between the favourite
You'd have
and
to
the
be a
favourite.
sick you. Say like you ask me a favor, I'm like, alright, cool. Next week.
Only if
yeah. No, but yeah, usually I think
It's
you're-
never no.
Yeah, you're usually heavily.
It's like
X
90-10.
Or yeah,
It's always
getting
leaned
exploited
one way,
by your
which
friends, man.
I think in a friendship or family or whatever your relationship with that person, I think it's a good. Not I don't want to say good, but it's. I feel like it's nice because someone trusts you or hold you in a regard that you're. I don't know, responsible enough. That
Yeah.
You can
got
fulfill.
money
You can fulfill
or
this thing.
your car works that you can take me here, or you know your whereabouts to kind of figure Microsoft Excel out or something. That you're a helpful human being.
Yes.
It's an honor
And I've
in a way.
know X amount of people, but I've called you to come and help me.
You saying you should be? It's a privilege. Right? You should be happy I called you to do my. I know, Rich. There's another time I hit you up.
Fucking
I
hell,
needed something for work.
Okay, man.
I cashed in.
For what? For something like work?
I needed a mock-up to be done. I'll create.
Yes, you
like
did.
one of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
creative teams was like
don't
just
remember what
moving
it was now,
shaky.
but,
I was like, could you do like
Or
a
one of them
a mock-up
with freelance off
some
the
mad thing?
To like, it
Nah,
was
there was
like
no
on
beat.
on something.
It was
on
on
kind
a
of billboard
or
or
something. Yeah, Rich did it. Bam.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Oh, you got them kind of services, yeah?
Hit me up.
I know a big company that's looking for.
Yeah, man. Let's get this money,
Need to
man.
buy some doors. So
Yeah.
Shout out to the Favour people, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to users as well, man, who take it too far.
yeah.
There's a thin line between favoury and user in it.
And yeah,
User
couple of
or-
serious debt.
Yeah,
And
I struggle to
user.
say no. I think a lot of the time,
Yeah, same.
but I think as the older we get, it's easier to say no.
Mm.
But then, yeah, hopefully the frequency of favours.
Hopefully it decreases.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm.
We had another topic, but we can hold it till next week.
Yeah. Put it in the bag.
Put it in the chamber. Any bring-ins? We've been away for so long. I'm sure there's loads of new music we want to share with the people. New TV shows, self-help guides.
For TV, it comes to mind because we've just finished watching it. Was Who is Erin Carter?
Is that good? That's on Netflix. Right?
It's okay. It's horrible acting
Yeesh.
to
Then
begin
it's
with.
not. It can't be
So-
good.
So
It's still good.
but it's just like it's an easy watch kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of know where the story might go, where it will go, the few plot twists and whatnot. But it's a simple watch. Who's Erin Carter? Another thing called Tim, TIM. I can't remember what Tim stands for, but it's like some AI. Remember that program Humans on Channel 4?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like
That was booky. That felt like it took over the world a bit. That had a
yeah.
little run.
It's kind of.
I never watched that, but
yeah.
bad people have been telling me about it.
It's
recently.
kind of like that, but it's a film.
Humans good.
What else have I watched since? I think that's
I've got one,
probably
actually.
yeah.
I've got to bring in. I think it may have been said already. So if it is, I have a backup or two. That is a film on Netflix. Who Cloned Tyrone?
I've heard good things about
You
this.
spoke about it.
We did.
I think.
I hadn't watched it at the
spoke
time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good film.
I heard
a
like
fun
there's
film.
like messages in it.
Yeah, it's like deep,
Yeah.
but like if you want to see that kind of thing. With Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, I can't remember the name of the lady's name in it. But it's a good, fun film.
Nice.
Like for me, I like that like genre.
Like, let's be fun again.
Yeah, like
not
it's
everything
just
has
fun.
to be,
Like, there is a message there and stuff like that.
message and
But you don't have. It doesn't have to be that.
dystopia.
It's
like,
good on
Can we
its-
just be alright? Like,
On a level, like what's it called? It reminded me of one of my favorite kind of fun films. I guess this does have Who Cloned Tyrone has more of a message, but kind of reminded me from Dusk Till Dawn. Like,
bad
this is
film.
just a good film, like just fun, just a good fun film.
Let's get back to having fun, man.
My other bringing will be the opposite because
here we go.
No, this was a bring in. I think I get
Documentary
when I
about
was
some
in. No, it's not
oil
super deep.
leaking into some water and
It's not super
poisoning.
deep. It's not super deep. It was actually a bring in. The first season I brought in some point when I was in Tenerife, and that is season 2 has come out of it's an Apple TV series called Invasion.
Okay.
Which is about the world being invaded by aliens. But
These people, they just love it. Innit?
it's drama focused. It's more about the relationships
As opposed to
and people more
What do
than
the aliens look like?
It's like Walking Dead.
it's
kind
the
of.
most different aliens I've ever seen.
That's good, man.
Oh, is it?
Because
It's not like
Big
bubblehead,
head.
big eyes.
like not looking
They're
like
human
Predator and
They're like nothing I've seen before.
What was it?
They're not human at all.
Okay.
But it hits like different levels. I think I said this on pod before,
Yeah.
but a brief kind of synopsis. Yeah, it's the world being invaded by aliens, but it shows the perspective from people in different all over the world. You got some Japanese astronauts who were taken off at the time. They're in space when it happened. You got like a Marine who's out in, I don't know, Yemen or something.
Yeah.
You got some London school kids. I think I told you that part of it's in Enfield Town.
yes,
And
yes, of
definitely,
course.
actually, I'm pretty certain. I need to ask someone that went grammar. I'm sure certain bits of it are filmed
the
in Enfield
school,
grammar. And then you got like an Middle Eastern family in America, which I think they're like the most interesting to me. But it's about what's happening in their relationship while the world is falling apart.
Yeah.
Season 2 started off a bit shaky, but I'd say season 1 is a good watch. But it's
Giving
the
it
drama.
the gourmet stamp, gourmet TV stamp, or we don't just hand those out.
I think it's close, but I won't say it because I think some people can watch this and say that wasn't for me, and I think that's fair.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm not gonna give it that.
Can't just be
I'm not gonna give
throwing
it.
out the gourmet
I
stuff,
enjoy
yeah.
it though, but you have to be kind of emotional and
Yeah.
deep and all of them things.
Invasion.
Dan, bring in.
Mine, I've just got a classic music bringing. I say classic music. It's not classic music. It's a bringing in the form of music. It's Eric Bellinger, who is like an R&B artist who I haven't really listened to a lot, but he features on. Every time I hear him, I like him. And he's got a tape called 1-800 Hit Easy Line 2. And there's a few decent features on there. But the song I'm going to bring in is Eric Bellinger and Blast. And the song is called Some to See.
That has to be good.
Yeah.
Blast don't miss, man.
Yeah.
Dan, you brought in a bringing the other day. It's probably months now. That was fucking good, man. It was an R&B brother as well. I feel like the song might have been called Nirvana or something like that.
Is it the fake Frank Ocean song?
Drifting out in and out of consciousness.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like one of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
That brother's good. I've been listening to that quite a bit. Good bringing still.
Safe, man.
Any more?
No, man.
No, I think one other series, Painkiller. I mentioned it.
It's on my list.
It's about, I've forgotten what the drug was called now.
It's not Oxycontin?
Oxycontin.
Okay.
That's it. The whole Purdue company, the Sackler family, that whole thing with Oxycontin. So yeah, that's a good watch. If you've seen Dope Sick, it's about the same thing.
Yeah.
But a slightly different perspective.
I haven't actually seen Dope Sick. I heard Dope Sick is really good.
Nah, Dope Sick is I definitely say watch both. But Dope Sick is good. Like Michael Keaton is like, that's like gourmet TV.
I think we might need to post a list of series that we recommend. I feel like we got a decent hit with. But I think also because I feel like what I like to call series season is approaching.
Let's lock in, man.
People binge. It's that time.
Get on the sofa, get the throw out.
Yeah, we'll put some.
Wash the throw.
Wash the throw. Saying the throw's been.
Sometimes the throw is just not. It's not throwing.
Spaghetti
man.
and that on
but
the throw.
Just mopping stuff up and smelling like the room. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because the heating's coming on soon. So
yeah, man. Wash your throw, man.
The Mandem got you.
Yeah,
if you know
if
to
your
do
bill's
it.
looking a bit crazy.
So the jumpers are coming on.
Yeah, double socks,
Long johns and that.
Oh yeah.
Not the long john
The
debate
heat
again.
tech. No, the heat tech's coming. That was episode 289.
289.
We are back.
Yeah.
It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.
Good stuff.